leadership. And everybody, I want y'all to help me say, Dr. Trump. Dr. Trump. Dr. Trump. Dr. Trump.
All right, that is the protest happening right now outside the Great Faith Ministries there in Detroit. In 10 minutes, Donald Trump is set to be in that church for a service with their congregation, and this is what is meeting him outside. We're trying to understand how many people there are, but this has gotten there was some shoving between some protesters and some of the security officials there. Let's go to Jeremy Diamond because he is right near there. Jeremy, what are you hearing?
Yeah, well, there are a couple hundred protesters here outside of the church where Donald Trump is set to address the congregation and do an interview with the pastor of that church, Bishop Wayne Jackson. So far, from what I have seen, the protests have remained very, very peaceful. We've seen a number of people vociferously sharing their views, chanting against Donald Trump, saying that they are here to protest his visit here to inner city, to Detroit, rather. And of course, all of this comes as Donald Trump is finally trying to make his outreach to African Americans in an African American community. You know, we've seen him say, you know, African Americans need to vote for me, they need to give me a chance, but he's done so before predominantly white audiences. And a large reason why he's done that is because when he comes to a place like Detroit, which is majority black, you have a lot of protests because Donald Trump has said some things that a lot of the protesters here say have been hurtful or offensive. All of it starts, of course, with Donald Trump questioning President Obama's citizenship, questioning whether he was born in this country years ago. And it goes to what he said during this campaign, you know, dismissing the Black Lives Matter movement. And of course, his latest outreach has even been criticized by African-American leaders. You know, he said things like, what do you have to lose? You have nothing to lose. You have no jobs. You have no schools. For a lot of they see that that's not necessarily the reality. Sure, there is poverty. There are problems, but that is not, by and large, the overwhelming majority of African Americans who have no jobs and no poverty.
Yeah, it's important to note that there are these intense protests outside of or in communities that are not majority black as well. So this is not exclusive to majority minority communities.